Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wayne High School. We've got boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com as the Wayne Generals out of the SAC take on the Leo Lions out of the Northeast 8 Conference. I'm Thad Goff bringing you the broadcast. Gavin Wirt is running camera tonight. Of course, Gavin gotten a couple of games under his belt already this week, including last night. I believe he was at New Haven as the Bulldogs knocked off the Northrop Bruins. They're off to a good start this year. The Leo Lions are off to a good start so far this year. Now, they've only had one game under their belt so far. However, it was a victory against the Concordia Cadets. And Leo actually trailed at the end of every quarter of that game. I believe they were down 37-31 at the end of the third quarter. Obviously not an unsurmountable task to come back from. They did come back from it and win the game by a final score of 52-45. So the Lions so far off to a good start under now second-year head coach Derek Heinen. And the leading scorers from that Concordia game, again, that's Leo's only game this season so far, are Sajay Richard with 18 points and Lucas Miller with 15 points. Miller hit 2 threes. Richard hit 5 threes in the win for the Lions. The only other Lions three coming from Andrew Scroggum. But Miller and Richard were solid from beyond the arc in that game, leading the way for the Leo Lions. And we've got a little announcement here, so we'll turn it over to the to our PA announcer.
Section has decided to go with the theme of orange to celebrate the life of Nivea Romero. She's a junior at Wayne High School who recently lost her life to leukemia. She was loved by many, had a beautiful smile, and a very courageous spirit. So thank you for those who wore orange tonight to honor her, and I would ask you to please join me in a moment of silence to recognize her friendship, her smile, and her life. I would encourage everyone tonight to celebrate life. Thank you.
A little moment of silence there, as you heard, was for a student here at Wayne High School who recently lost her life. The student section here at Wayne is wearing orange in her honor. The Wayne Generals That's the fight songs being played. I thought it was about to be the national anthem. We had that last night here for girls basketball. But anyway, the Wayne Generals are opening their season tonight. Many of the teams in the area, boys basketball teams, already opened their season last week. For Wayne, they are opening their season tonight. And their next game will be a week from tonight, right back here against the New Haven Bulldogs. Kind of an interesting situation for Wayne because last year they opened their season with 3 straight road games at Leo, at New Haven, at Snyder. They lost to Leo but beat New Haven and Snyder. This year they open the seasons with 3 straight home games. Tonight against Leo, next Wednesday against the New Haven Bulldogs. And a week from Friday, they'll take on the Snyder Panthers. That'll be the Generals conference opener. And we do plan to have it for you here on SummitCitySports.com. As the band continues to play here at Wayne High School. Generals, of course, are replacing a lot of talent from a year ago. You think about the likes of Trey Dillard, Chase Barnes, Kalen Williams-Thomas, Preston Comer. That's 4 starters, 4 really good starters that the Generals had to replace from last year. And they are no longer here at Wayne High School. And I'll tell you about what they do have when I come back from the National Anthem.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Welcome back to Wayne High School. We have just had the national anthem here at Wayne High School as the Generals play their season opener against the Leo Lions. It'll start in just under 3 minutes. I was talking about who Wayne doesn't have last year. Who they do have this year is LaShawn Green. Now, LaShawn Green finished the regular season averaging single digits in points per game, but for most of last season, his points per game average was hovering right around double digits. So he's a guy who's certainly capable of scoring at a high level. He's capable of knocking them down from beyond the arc as well. Tyree Eldridge is also a guy who's capable of playing at a high level. He's a quick guy who mostly played off the bench last year, but when he was in, he could create turnovers and then turn those turnovers into transition points, whether it was him scoring it or feeding it off to one of his teammates. Wayne also has a couple of big guys on the roster, a couple big guys to watch out for. Javonte Eldridge at 6'6", he's a sophomore. He'll get the start at power forward tonight, and he's a guy who can play down low very well. Uriah Williams, you may see him off the bench. He's 6'8". He's listed as a center, and likely he'll come in off the bench, you would think. Now, whether we see him on the floor with Eldridge or not remains to be seen. That'd be 2 big guys on the floor at the same time. Now, Orion Bragg also gets the start at forward. He's listed as 6'4". Not necessarily your typical power forward per se, but he plays a lot around the rim and also keeps possessions alive. He kind of brings a little something similar to what you saw from Trey Dillard. His stick-to-itiveness on the glass and his ability to keep plays alive for the Wayne Generals is something that Orion Bragg has brought to the table really ever since he came back from, I believe it was cancer that he had not too long ago, and to this point he has survived it, and we certainly pray that that continues and that he's able to, once his high school career is done, go on to college, and whether that's going to be continuing his college career playing basketball or simply focusing on his education when he gets there. And, of course, he's got one more season of Wayne basketball left, and we certainly look forward to that. It's going to start tonight, and it's going to start in less than a minute. We do have a few words from our sponsors to give you. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to do all the games that we do on SummitCitySports.com. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I should mention it is on our YouTube channel where you can watch all of our regular season broadcasts, whether it's high school basketball, high school football, high school hockey. We got some hockey going on right now, high school soccer, high school volleyball, and, of course, later this year when the spring season comes around, hoping to be able to bring you some high school baseball and high school softball as well. That's to be determined, but hoping to bring you some as we get to that season. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer for the starters. First for Leo.
Senior number 2, Sajay Richard. Junior number 4, Trevin Creed. Junior number 5, Lucas Miller. Sophomore number 23, Jonah LaGrange. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Leo Lions, junior number 24, Andrew Scrogum. The Lions are coached by Mr. Derek Hennon. And now, for your home team on the scoreboard, senior 6'2" guard, number 1, Rashawn Green. Junior 6'2" guard, number 3, Tyree Nelson. Sophomore forward, 6'6", number 5, Javante Eldridge. Senior 6'4" forward, number 10, Ryan Bragg. And rounding out the starting line for the Generals, senior 5'11" guard, number 11, Travion Ziegler. The Generals coached by Mr. Anthony Moore. The officials this evening, Jeff Lytle, Joe Rudolph, and Rob Childers.
Well, we are just about ready for basketball here at Wayne High School. The crowd is loud. The crowd is packed. And it's going to be Javante Eldridge to tip it off. For the Generals, he wears a number that's pretty familiar around these parts. Tipped in the air, the Generals get it. That's LaShawn Green. Loose ball. Green picks it up. He hits Trayvon Ziegler. Ziegler's a senior. A lot of seniors on the starting lineup for the Generals. Eldridge is an exception. He's a sophomore. A corner three. That's Ziegler. And that won't go. Tapped around. Offensive board. Eldridge can't finish. Still loose. Hustling underneath the glass is Javante Eldridge, who puts it in. That was nearly a catch-and-shoot three as LaGrange was looking to fire. Kick to the outside. They get it back over to Richard. He'll try the three. That won't fall. Loose ball. Eldridge sticks with it. Fires. Has it knocked away, and the Lions create the turnover. Here comes Scrogum. One-on-one. It's blocked by Ziegler. The ball will stay with the Lions. It was off the Generals. Thought for a second that they were trying to recover that ball, but no, Jeff Lytle had it. And it's Scrogum to inbound. He goes with a long one into the hands of Jonah LaGrange, a sophomore. Lucas Miller coming off a 15-point night. Leans in. That won't go. Ripped away. Putback won't fall either. Miller keeps it alive. He kept it alive, and so did Trevin Cray. That floater won't fall. Numerous chances. Unfortunately, the Lions can't cash in. Eldridge working that glass. Here's Tyree Eldridge. Was that blocked? It's an offensive board by Bragg, and he zips it outside to LaShawn Green. Zip pass inside. That won't fall. Eldridge couldn't finish. And here come the Lions. Cray trying to go baseline. You see the Lions playing with some stick-to-itiveness. They've been able to keep possessions alive, but so far just the 2 points to show for it. LaGrange high off the glass. And there's Eldridge with another board. I believe that's 3 boards already for Eldridge. Green, no. Bragg couldn't finish. Tries to keep it alive. Gets to the ball, but not in time. Or was it in time? It was not in time. It was out of bounds. The inbound's going to come from the sideline. I certainly like the hustle there from Bragg, but that hustle was to no avail this time. Coach Anthony Brewer now in his 3rd year with the Generals. He's won back-to-back SAC titles. It was under Byron Pickens that the Generals won their first of 3 straight SAC titles. Then Brewer took over, and they won another SAC title and a regional title, one of back-to-back regional titles. But Homestead knocked him off in the sectional championship last year as LaGrange misses the 3. Ziegler had the board, baseball-style pass, and the Lions are there. Nate Gustafson from off the bench. Corner 3, Miller, no good. And Green gets the board. The Generals are getting some of these long rebounds. We've seen that these last 2 possessions, but a telegraph pass. And that's Scroggum trying to go past Green, and Green fouls him. An early foul with 5:28 left to go in quarter number 1 as Jeff Lytle, one of the referees tonight, gives the signal. It was on Green. This is almost an entirely brand new team that Wayne has compared to last year as far as starters go. The crowd gets loud, and that might have bothered Scroggum. Anthony Brewer wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. Wayne is getting the rebounds, but they've only got 2 points to show for it. And so far, it looks like Anthony Brewer's telling his guys to take a little deep breath in. What's coming next? I can't say for sure. Brewer is a hard-nosed coach if you've ever been around him. A few more words from our sponsors. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LiUNA. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. So Scroggum back at the line, trying to dent the scoreboard for the Lions. They don't have a make from the field yet. You can guess that by the score that's on the scoreboard. Well, the crowd noise didn't bother him that time. Looks like the Lions are in a 1-3-1 zone. It can be tough to penetrate against that kind of defense. Green walked. Ziegler was ready to catch and fire. But the Lions will go the other way. Again, the Lions still don't have a made shot from the field. But they've been able to hold Wayne to just 1 made shot from the field so far. 5:17 left in the 3rd quarter, and that's a foul. Looks like it's going on Orion Bragg. Indeed it is. 2nd team foul against Wayne this quarter. And Uriah Williams will add a little bit of size at 6'8". He's a tall 6'8", and I have seen him step out and knock down the 3 ball. So maybe a little stretch 4, stretch 5 type of athlete that Williams brings to the table. Inbound goes to Lucas Miller. Gustafson across the timeline. Gustafson's a senior. That ball gets loose. Williams comes up with it. Williams leaning in, short with the left hand. Wayne's gotten some chances around the rim, but haven't been able to capitalize. Inside, tough catch. LaGrange, the kick. Scroggum's 3 won't fall. Offensive board. That one won't roll in, and it's going to be off Wayne. Last touch by Javante Eldridge. And Bo Schwartz will check in along with Sajay Richard, who re-enters. Sajay Richard coming off that 5-point game against Concordia. Only one field goal for Wayne, none for Leo, but the door is open for them to take the lead. The feed inside, that ball gets loose, and that was touched by Williams. That's another chance at a turnover, but Williams got his hand on the ball as it went past Cole Grable. Scroggum will inbound for the Lions. 4:40 left to go here in quarter number one. He gets it in. That's Schwartz with the reverse. Bo Schwartz puts the Lions on top. The feed inside. Williams had it knocked away by the Lions. It was Richard. Richard trying to take on the big man, and he almost won the battle. That's Tyree Eldridge off the inbound. Again, he's a quick guard. He'll find Green. A little slip pass in traffic, and a foul on the Lions. Lucas Miller going to be tagged with that one. It's the Lions' first foul of this game. Green will inbound. And Eldridge turns it over. It's Miller. 1-on-1, 1-on-2. Grable got it. Just over Williams' outstretched arm. A 5-0 run by the Lions, and they'll go with a 2-3 zone. Sean Green's hit some deep threes. Of course, you can't make your living on those. Williams trying to get inside, and Grable denies him. But Williams missed the second try. Eldridge. And a foul. It's on Grable. But how about Cole Grable getting up there? Wayne's got the bigs, but Leo is playing with some intensity. They have not been scared of these bigs. Jazz Booker, the sophomore, in off the bench for the Generals. Inbound goes to Everin Akeson. 3-ball on its way. That won't fall. That was Booker. Slip inside. That shot comes up short. That's way too many misses around the rim for the Generals, and a foul. Uriah Williams going to be called for it, and that's team foul number 3. Wayne has had a lot of chances around the rim, but they have not been able to finish. Baseball-style pass going for Miller. He's got it. Oh, no-look shot, Lucas Miller. Coming off a 15-point game against Concordia. Green couldn't rattle it home. He needed that one, didn't get it, and it's ripped away. It's Schwartz. Ripped back on the other end by Akeson. Williams out ahead, and he missed the dunk. He should have just gone up with 2 hands on that one. This time he finishes. He missed the dunk, but got a layup. And finally, Wayne is able to break the scoring drought. Shot fake there by LaGrange. Lions trying to go to 2-0 on the season. The game against Concordia was on the road at the Cage. They're trying to come to a hostile environment and take down the Generals. Been to the regional championship 3 years in a row. Good fight there on the glass by Richard, and he's fouled. Jazz Booker called for the foul for the Generals. And Sajay Richard will go to the line. His first one rims out. Again, the crowd noise bothering him just a little bit. Boy, Wayne has really struggled inside the paint. They've struggled from the field as a whole. They don't have any jump shots in this game, but they've had a lot of chances around the paint that they haven't been able to finish. 0 for 2. That's a missed opportunity for the Lions, and Green able to make the catch with a trailing defender. Floater goes. It's Akeson. Everin Akeson. Wayne has scored on back-to-back possessions. 7-6 they trail. Schwartz with Bragg on him. Williams contacted the ball. No over and back. Miller lost it. Williams had it. Bragg trying to save it. Did he? Right for the student section. Orion Bragg. How about the hustle by Bragg? Well, we're used to that, his hustle and his stick-to-itiveness. He stuck to it when he had cancer, and thus far he has survived. Williams gets it out to Bragg. Bragg looking for some help against this zone defense. The lob, Williams, one dribble, back up short. That's been all too common when Wayne's had the basketball. Cray has it knocked away, but recovered by Miller. Scroggum looking for help. He gets it. Jonah LaGrange spinning in. Got it to curl home. Jonah LaGrange on the board for the first time. Green with a deep three. Offensive board. Bragg's putback is good. Looked like Booker got the offensive board for the Generals. And it's a mere free throw. That's the difference in the scoreboard right now. Leo has a made free throw. Wayne has not been to the free throw line. Williams almost got the takeaway. Scroggum draws the foul. Jazz Booker. And that was a shooting foul, even if it had not been. That'd be the 5-team foul against 15 foul against Wayne this quarter. 56.2 left to play in the quarter. And Scroggum's at the free throw line. And again, that crowd noise disrupts him on the shot. This is having the feel of a game that's coming down to the wire. But with all the opportunities that Wayne has had inside the paint, they're going to have to take advantage of those at some point. A lot of missed opportunities in that painted area. Second one goes. To the corner for Ziegler. Ziegler wanted to shoot the three. Leo quick to the ball. Looks like they're in a 2-3 zone now. Wayne can hold for the last shot of the quarter. But Williams wants it right now, doesn't get it. Kept alive for the moment. Kept alive by Ziegler. And he finds Green. Green through the paint. Off the glass. Wouldn't fall, but he's fouled. No General has been to the free throw line yet in this game. But Green will go there right now on the foul by Grable. And Trevin Gray will check into the ball game. Check that, it's Cray. His last name spelled C-R-E-I-G-H. First free throw won't go. I do believe Leo is 2 for 4 from the stripe so far in this game. Wayne, I can now say they're 0 for 1. Make that 1 for 2. And Tyree Eldridge, after a fairly long break, will re-enter this game for Wayne. 28.4 seconds left. Of course, Wayne likes to pressure the ball. Leo's able to get across the timeline. Was that a push-off? That's what the fans wanted. It was not called. Wide open, LaGrange. No. It's Ziegler the other way. No look pass. Left-hand layup. Orion Bragg to give the Generals the lead. Still time on the clock. A 3 for the lead. Scroggum won't fall. Put-back chance is good. Lucas Miller at the buzzer. What was a low-scoring first quarter has become a back-and-forth first quarter. And the Lions lead by 1 when we return.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Getting ready to start the second quarter between the Wayne Generals and the Leo Lions. It's become a back-and-forth game after it was a very low-scoring game. The Generals, by and large, have struggled to get points in the paint. Lions with a big second chance bucket to end the first quarter. Here's Scroggin with a handoff to Richard. Sajay Richard into the paint. No! And ripped away by Javonte Eldridge. You see the ability that he brings on the inside for the Generals. Swing pass outside, Ziegler. It's like a 3-2 zone this time for Leo. Back to Ziegler. Wayne doesn't have a 3 yet in this ball game. Ziegler trying to change that. He won't. Offensive board, Eldridge. Too strong, but a foul. Leo doesn't have a 3 either, not by my count. First team foul against the Lions here in this second quarter. Of course, the fouls do reset at the end of every quarter. You get to 5 team fouls in a quarter, your opponent goes to the line to shoot double bonus. Eldridge has just tied the game. He'll look to give the Generals the lead. And he does. Smooth roll in off the glass for Tyree Eldridge. It's Javonte Eldridge guarding Richard. Richard had 5 threes in Leo's win against Concordia. Scroggin, the feed. Richard, the 3, short. He had 5 threes against Concordia, but no threes for the Lions yet in this game. As Akison tries to go to work, no good. Richard with the board. Zip pass knocked away, kept alive. Eldridge stepped out. Jeff Lytle right there to make the call. Trevin Cray to inbound. That three's contested, but it's good. Trevin Cray from downtown. And finally, we've got a 3 in this ball game. Zip pass to Bragg on the inside. No. Won't fall, and that's off Wayne. That's Greg Patterson showing his displeasure. One of the Wayne assistant coaches is also the freshman head coach. Greg Patterson and Aaron Rarer, former Wayne head coach, are assistant coaches on the varsity team. Tyree Eldridge called for a foul. I didn't see where Tyree was there. Had to be away from the ball. Inbound goes to Trevin Cray. He just got the first 3 of the game not too long ago to give Leo this 2-point lead. Poked out from behind into the hands of Bragg. It was Ziegler who created the turnover. He underhands it, and the basket goes. It's Eldridge. Stolen away, but Ziegler ran out of room. That might be worth another look, because it looked to me like Anthony Brewer had to get out of the way. Unfortunately, we might not have time, as Bragg's going to come out. They're making a substitution. I'm trying to show this to you quick. Certainly an impressive job working down the court. Great underhanded feed to Eldridge, and he puts it in. Unfortunately, I can't show you the rest of that replay because they're back to live action. Well, shot fake by Schwartz. Schwartz fakes his man. Can't hit the shot. Akison with the rebound. Extra pass, Green. Been pretty quiet on the night so far, and he can't finish that one. He's able to step. No, he's not able to stay in bounds. He stepped out. before he touched the ball. Well, now we'll try to show you the remainder of this replay. Great underhanded pass, great finish by Tyree Eldridge, but watch the back end here. Ziegler, that's his head coach, Anthony Brewer, ducking to get out of the way. Richard comes down the floor. He feeds it over to Scroggum. Gustafson in the paint. Grable lost it. Gustafson got it back. LaGrange the fake. Green harassing him. Scroggum trying to go to work on Robert Lane. Loose ball taken away by Eldridge. Taken right back by LaGrange. And the floater goes in. Andrew Scroggum gives the Lions the lead. Green will bring it back outside. He feeds that one over to Ziegler. Green, did he take too many steps? He did. Well, Sean Green, just 1 point. That was from the free throw line. He's a guy who often was found scoring in double figures last year. And you can find him hitting some deep threes as well. He hit 4 threes in a game against Bishop Dwenger. I believe 2 of those were from NBA range. Maybe right around the volleyball line, too. It's Richard into the paint, finds some room, but he missed it. Kept alive by Scroggum. Loose ball. Scroggum couldn't handle it. Williams has it, and he is fouled. We're going to call that one on Scroggum. It was close. You probably could have called Williams for a double dribble. But they did not call that. And here comes Green across the timeline. And it looks like Leo's gone back to the 1-3-1, or perhaps more of a man defense, maybe a matchup zone. They've used a lot of different zone defenses. Eldridge short on the 3-ball. Wayne still hasn't made one of those yet. LaGrange across the timeline, able to beat that 10-second clock. I don't think he was all that close to it, but has some loose dribbling as Green pokes it to the backcourt. Cray stays with it. Gustafson into the paint, knocked away. It's Ziegler who creates the turnover. Lane, the feed, left-hander won't fall. That was Eldridge. And here come the Lions the other way, looking to add to their lead. They've led for most of this game. Gustafson was thinking about a long 3. Green staying with him. Zip to Richard. Richard trying to get inside. Blocked! And recovered by the Generals. And they're going to call a foul on Richard. I think it was Williams who blocked the shot, and then Robert Lane came racing in to recover. Everett Atkinson will check back in. Let's take another look at this replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Yeah, that was ball first. Williams blocked the shot before he made contact. And I guess they're saying that Richard ran into Robert Lane as he got the ball. Now Lane wants the 3-ball. Got it! Nothing but net. Robert Lane with the Generals' first 3 of the game. Into the paint, Schwartz. Baseline jumper, Miller. No, battle for the board. Little slip pass, Miller, too strong. Williams with the board. And there's some of that size that Wayne has on their side. Was that a push-off? Williams did throw the arm out. No call. Stolen away. Thrown right into the hands of LaGrange. And Richard draws contact. That 3 won't count. Atkinson came and bumped him, unintentionally I'm sure, but nonetheless it will be a foul. The referee tells both players on the Leo bench to sit down before they check in. That's Andrew Scroggum and Cole Grable who will check in for the Lions. LaGrange and Richard go to the bench. 2:50 left in the second quarter. Back and forth game from Wayne High School. Leo under second-year head coach Derek Heinen. That's a takeaway. It's Green. Green trying to go through traffic, and he's fouled. Andrew Scroggum called for that one. That's team foul number 4 on the Lions. Generals have committed 2. They will be in the bonus on the next Leo foul. Green looking for help. Green, the crossover into the paint. Step back, Jay. It's good. LaShawn Green finally with a field goal. Into the paint. Grable. A lot of contact. No foul. The Leo crowd wanted it. Looked like Atkinson hit him from behind, but the foul was not called. Green finds Uriah Williams. Williams' jumper is long. Grable battling. Off the hands of Leo. That was Robert Lane, who was also battling for the Generals, and it stays Wayne basketball. Only question there was Robert Lane on the sideline? And now Orion Bragg's going to come back in. Take another look at this replay, and I'll try to make this quick where they inbound the ball. Good hustle by Wayne. Does he step out? It's close. Looked like he stayed in, actually, from that particular replay. Of course, we're up here. There's really no crow's nest here at Wayne High School, but we've got the platform that the camera goes on. That pass goes way too high. Trying to think of an analogy, and the only analogy I can think of is if that was a screen pass, it's an incomplete screen pass. .202 left to go here in the second quarter. Wayne leads Leo 20-17 in a back-and-forth game. Cray slows down, gets it to Richard. Richard with the feed, able to get it to Scroggum. And Scroggum has Green on him. That's poked away. Atkinson gets his hands into the cookie jar and gets 2 points. Lions trying to go quick, but Bragg stepped out. He touched the ball, it looked like, while he was in. And that's what Anthony Brewer and Greg Patterson were arguing. Patterson still not happy with the call. I thought the ball was touched before he stepped out. He was trying to reestablish himself, but that's not how it's called. Both fans have been upset with some of the calls tonight. You're going to get that at just about every high school basketball game, or any basketball game, any level. Richards' 3 won't fall. He had 5 of those against Concordia. He's got none tonight. Scroggum can't hit. It's over the backboard. That's as good as out of bounds. And the Generals take over up by 5. Derek Heinen's going to send Cole Grable into the game. Everett Atkinson feeds that one over to LaShawn Green. Eldridge, extra pass. Baseline drive, Atkinson. Eldridge couldn't finish. A lot of missed opportunities around the rim for the Generals in this one. Now, a lot of that's a credit to the Leo zone defense that they've played. They've crowded the ball when the Generals have gotten the ball into the paint. Miller, short. Knocked away. But LaGrange couldn't keep it in. 40.2 left to play in the second quarter. It's almost a whole new group of starters for Wayne. If you're just joining us, LaShawn Green's the only returning full-time starter from last year for Wayne. That doesn't mean Wayne doesn't have talent. They've got plenty of that. But right now they're looking to start the season off on the right foot, and they'll get a week's rest before they take on New Haven next Wednesday. That's a deep three, very deep. Comes up short. Bragg hustles to it. Atkinson recovers. Eldridge puts it in. Eldridge looking for contact. He gets the bucket and poked away. Can they get it off? They do. It's Atkinson. With time waning, Everin Atkinson, essentially a 4-point possession. Are you kidding me? Well, we've got a whole lot to show you here on this replay. This is one long sequence. The replay is brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Eldridge drawing the contact, gets the bucket. But then how about Atkinson? He pokes the ball away, and Miller got it, dribbled it with his offhand, but Atkinson reached in and still poked it away. Miller did what he was supposed to do there, and Atkinson still got the turnover. Incredible job by Everin Atkinson as the Generals are on top 26-17 at halftime, and we're back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Wade's got a 26-17 lead at halftime over Leo, and here's a few more words from our sponsors. I do have the first half stats that's provided to us by the good folks at Leo High School, and I'll give those to you after these words from our sponsors. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And it is that time of year again. Always 100 presents Holiday Hoops for boys and girls from kindergarten through 8th grade. You'll get to work on dribbling, passing, shooting, and defense. Camps go from December 29th through the 31st. They'll take January 1st, New Year's Day, off and go back at it on January 2nd. Morning sessions are 9 to 11 a.m., afternoon sessions 4 to 6 p.m. For more information, go to www.always100basketball.net/registration-1. You can also call Always 100 at 260-444-2788. Well, we are at the break, and I'll go ahead and give you the first half scoring leaders. And not just scoring leaders. The folks at Leo High School do provide us with a whole bunch of stats, a full repertoire of stats, if you will. Leo Lions have 10 offensive rebounds in this game, 11 defensive rebounds, so 21 total rebounds. So the Lions have been working the glass, especially early on, but Wayne is leading in the rebounding category. 14 offensive, 15 defensive. You do the math, that adds up to 29 rebounds total. Leading scorer so far for the Lions is Lucas Miller with 4 points. Andrew Scroggum also has 4 points. Jonah LaGrange has 2. Cole Grable has 2. Bo Schwartz has 2. Trevin Cray has 3. The only triple of this game for Leo belongs to Trevin Cray. For the Generals, they're currently led in scoring by Everin Atkinson, who had that impressive play to close out the first half. Tyree Eldridge has 4. Javante Eldridge has 4. Robert Lane has 3 off the bench. LaShawn Green has 3. Orion Bragg has 2. Jazz Booker has 2. Uriah Williams has 2. Those are the scoring leaders for the Wayne Generals so far in this game. And by the way, it's also worth mentioning Orion Bragg has 2 offensive rebounds. So does Javante Eldridge. So does Everin Atkinson. And Tyree Eldridge has 3 offensive rebounds. So you got a guard leading the way in offensive rebounds. And that's the case with Leo as well. Lucas Miller has 3 offensive boards in this game so far. Jonah LaGrange and Andrew Scroggum have 2 assists apiece for the Lions. Nate Gustafson Lucas Miller has an assist as well. LaShawn Green has 2 assists for Wayne. So too does Trayvon Ziegler. Orion Bragg has an assist, and Everin Atkinson also has an assist. Each team has turned the ball over 11 times. Those are our first half stats. Again, those brought to you by the good folks at Leo High School. Their statisticians come to just about every game, whether it's at home or on the road, and they've done good work in providing us these stats here at the end of the first half. A few more words from our sponsors before we go any further. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu for more information. We've got about 4 minutes and 15 seconds thereabout before the second half gets underway. In the meantime, we'll be right back after this break. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
(26-17), the Wayne Generals with the lead over the Leo Lions. Try to show you some replays here. In fact, this game started off as a pretty entertaining battle. Wayne's had trouble knocking down threes. They've only had one made three in this ball game. Didn't get a three here, but how about the hustle down low? Javante Eldridge creating that second chance, and the ball comes to him, and on a third chance, Eldridge is able to finish on the inside. Eldridge, a sophomore, and with his 6'6" frame, his ability to play around the rim, that could be a big strength for these Generals as the season goes on. Took a while for Leo to get their first make from the field, but we'll show you that on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. As Bo Schwartz able to knock down the reverse layup after he gets inside. 26-17 our score at halftime. We've got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left until the second half gets underway. Foul so far, by the way. Leo has committed 7 fouls total. They don't really have anybody in foul trouble per se. Scroggum has 2, Grable has 2, but they're very close to getting to that foul trouble window. Only guy who has 2 fouls for Wayne so far is Jazz Booker. We didn't see him on the floor since very early in the second quarter, I don't think. Wayne also has 7 total fouls in the game. They committed 2 fouls in the second quarter, 5 in the first. Leo did the opposite. They committed 2 fouls in the first quarter, 5 in the second. So we'll see how that goes as the game goes on, as far as who's able to stay ahead or stay behind, if you will, in the foul battle. About a minute and a half left to go until the second half gets underway. And again, we've got more high school basketball coming up for you this week. And we'll go ahead and give you a look at what is coming up next this week here on SummitCitySports.com. As I pull up the schedule for the week, we got more high school basketball tomorrow, including girls basketball. In fact, all 3 of our basketball games tomorrow are girls basketball games. You got Canterbury hosting Wayne at 6:30 tomorrow night. You got Bishop Luers hosting Whitco at 7:30 tomorrow night with Jaron Matheny on the call. Caden Linder has the call for Wayne versus Canterbury. And I will be at Leo as the Lady Lions take on the Garrett Railroaders. Leo 7-1, Garrett 4-3 coming into that particular game. Garrett has struggled in girls basketball in recent years, but the Railroaders off to a pretty good start this year. 4-3, looking to tame the Lions there at the Lions' Den. But again, the Lions with a great start. They are 7-1 on the year under longtime head coach Kerry Chappelle. Wade Hance takes over as the girls' head coach over at Garrett. And so far, he seems to have that train going in the right direction. Speaking of the train going in the right direction, the Garrett Railroaders boys basketball team had a great season last year. Under then first-year head coach Logan Traylor, and they're hoping to duplicate that. Well, a little hockey update. Looks like Carroll's got the lead 3-0 over the Fort Wayne Vipers over at the Parkview Sport One Ice House. Not right on Coliseum Boulevard, but fairly close to it. Kind of where Coliseum Boulevard and Lima Road meet here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're a good ways from there as we get ready to start the third quarter. Carroll and the Vipers are currently in the second intermission. We're ready to start the third quarter. Wayne will have the basketball to start out. It'll be Everin Atkinson to catch the inbound. Trayvon Ziegler will inbound it to him. Eldridge sets the screen. They get it back out to him. Just barely into the hands of Atkinson. Atkinson, tough shot, and a foul. Trevin Cray called for the foul, and I think that's who Derek Heinen was calling out to from the Leo sideline. I believe we've got Leo versus Homestead hockey coming up a little bit later. That'd be Eric Hosmer on the call over there from Parkview Sport One Ice House. Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse is where that holiday hoops tournament that Always 100 puts on will be taking place. Second free throw goes, and Wayne goes up by 10. I believe Atkinson's got 5 points for the game so far. Sajay Richard across the timeline for the Lions on their first possession, and they turn it over. Ziegler comes the other way. The feed, and Green able to put it in. And Derek Heinen wants a timeout. Well, while he takes that timeout, we'll go ahead and show you our latest replay. Our replays, as always, are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. No pass comes easy against these Generals. Ziegler got his hands into the cookie jar, and LaShawn Green takes it to the cup. He had just 3 points at the end of the first half, and he scores very early here in the second half. And with that, we will be back after this 30-second break on SummitCitySports.com. My apologies there. That ad didn't fire. We'll try again.
Corcoran with PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
For most of the first half, this game had the feel of a game that was coming down to the wire, and we may end up getting that. But right now, Leo down 10, looking for a comeback. Now, they've battled on the glass so far, and they've given Wayne trouble on the inside with their zone defense. But right now, they got to erase this 10-point deficit. Richard just able to regain a handle of the ball. LaGrange with Eldridge on him. And now that's Javante Eldridge who's guarding him. It was Tyree. Richard off glass, short. And a foul on the Generals. It's on Tyree Eldridge. And they're going to call it on the shot. Jonah LaGrange will go to the free throw line. Unable to hit that first one. As a team, the Lions so far 8 for 15 from the free throw line. Now 8 for 16. make it 8 for 17, but LaGrange hustles after his own miss. Loose ball and a foul. That's on Green. That's back-to-back fouls against the Generals. They've committed 2. Leo's committed 1. Inbound goes to Sajay Richard. Richard for 3. Too strong. Offensive board by Cray. He'll fire the 3, and it won't go. And Ziegler secures it. And here come the Generals. 2 guys get back for Leo. Eldridge missed it, but he's fouled. Ziegler with some hustle. He's shown that throughout this ball game. And Javante Eldridge will go to the line. So far, only 1 field goal this quarter. It belongs to the Generals. Belongs to LaShawn Green as Javante Eldridge connects on that first try. But the second one won't fall, and LaGrange able to get the board, but he's surrounded. Scroggum across the timeline. Miller into the paint. Swings it. That's Trevin Cray. And Scroggum cutting down on the baseline. Richard going to fire. Short. Again, he hasn't hit a 3 all night long. Tyree Eldridge the board for the Generals. Ziegler turned his eyes at the right time, it seemed. Oh, good feed. Eldridge short. Another miss around the rim for the Generals. That's a jump ball, and the arrow will give it back to Leo. Anthony Brewer not happy, and I don't know if he's not happy about another miss around the rim. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably what it is. Richard across the timeline. He feeds LaGrange. Wide open. Miller got it. Just over Atkinson's outstretched arm. And finally, the Lions get something from the field here in the third quarter. Eldridge is open on the wing. Instead, they feed Ziegler. Green rises up and hits the jumper from just inside the three-point line. LaShawn Green. He's got 4 points this quarter, 7 for the game. And Green getting stingy, pokes it away, but it's out off him. As he was harassing Trevin Cray, Cole Grable will check in for the Lions. He'll give Sajay Richard a breather. .5:25 left to go here in quarter number 3. And again, it'll be next Wednesday when Wayne takes on New Haven. Another Northeast 8 versus SAC matchup. Inbound to Lucas Miller. He feeds Gustafson. Zip to the corner. That's Grable. Scroggum wants to go baseline. He'll try. Green right in front of him. Green getting stingy. The feed inside. Eldridge knocks it away. Comes right to Derek Heinen. It is out off of Wayne. Leo will keep it. And Jazz Booker, after a long time on the bench, will come back in. He was the first General to commit multiple fouls in this ballgame. He's got 2. Of course, right now Tyree Eldridge also has 2 fouls. Schwartz lost it on the deck, picked up by Eldridge. Green couldn't handle it, and he stepped out. That was a chance, and Green couldn't catch the ball. Gustafson with Ziegler on him. Loses his dribble, apparently didn't cross the timeline. Brewer thought it did. Schwartz looking for help. He's got Booker on him. Grable trying to go to work on Eldridge. Got him to back up just a little bit. Schwartz outside to Gustafson, and Gustafson is fouled by Ziegler. 4:26 to go. And Andrew Scroggum will inbound for the Lions. Or will he? It is Lions basketball. We know that much. That was the third team foul on the Generals. Lions have 2. Aaron Rarer, former head coach here at Wayne, gets up off his bench to call something out. He actually served as the interim head coach in the regular season finale against Anderson. That's a pickpocket. It's Green. To the basket. He finishes. LaShawn Green causes the turnover and cashes it in. Give him 9 points for the game. 6 this quarter. Grable was thinking about a 3-ball. Puts it on the deck. Miscommunication. Schwartz cut to the basket. Grable threw it behind him, and the Lions turn it over. Trevin Cray into the game for Leo. And it looks like Booker is going to go to the bench. Either that or just being repositioned. And now it looks like Robert Lane is going to check in for him. .352 to go here in quarter number 3. LaShawn Green. 9 points, 6 here in the third quarter. As Eldridge feeds it to Green. Green, the mid-ranger, won't fall. Richard almost lost it off his own teammate. LaGrange came in, but Richard was able to recover. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz just barely gets it to LaGrange. LaGrange gets to the paint, puts up the floater, too strong. Eldridge right there. Green going to step into a 3 and hits it. LaShawn Green from downtown. 9 points this quarter. 12 for the game. Ripped away. Green recovered by Cray. Blocked, but a foul. That's going to be on Green. He got up there ready to swat it, but Green is called for the foul. And that's his second. Make that his third. And the next Wayne foul will put Leo in the double bonus, and we can now officially say that Green is in foul trouble as that first free throw does roll in for LaGrange. It's his third team foul. I mentioned Wayne will get a whole week off before they take on New Haven next week. New Haven hosts Blackhawk Christian this coming Friday. Second one goes down. New Haven's 2-0, so is Blackhawk Christian. Derek Heinen wants a timeout. And I believe that actually leaves him with 2 timeouts. He took one earlier this quarter. Well, while they take a timeout, we'll also take one. Yeah, my apologies. It should be 3 timeouts. Back in 30 seconds.
Court from the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
37-21 in favor of the Wayne Generals. We've got 2:57 left to play in this third quarter. Wayne Generals have gotten a lot of transition opportunities. They're dangerous if they can force you to turn the ball over and get out and run. And they've shown that especially here in quarter number 3. It's like a 2-3 zone by Leo. They've used a lot of zone defense in this ball game. Inside, Williams. Robert Lane, too short. Williams trying to keep it alive. The Lions take over. That pass goes long and to the Lions bench. They were looking to hit Cray, but the pass goes beyond his reach. As Derek Heinen has some words for Trevin Cray, and they did not appear to be pleasant words. At least not words that he enjoys hearing. Williams puts it on the deck. His floater goes. believe that gives Williams 4 points in this ball game, and indeed it does. Schwartz with a kick over to Miller. Cray makes the catch. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Extra pass to Grable. Miller hit 2 threes against Concordia. He's hit none tonight. He had 15 points in that game against the K-Dats, the only Lions game so far. But the Lions do draw a foul. That's going to be on Jazz Booker. That'd be his third already. Jazz Booker's time on the floor has been brief. And that's Atkinson hobbling around. He's trying to walk that off, but Wayne does have Ziegler on the sideline, and he's going to come in to give Atkinson a breather. Right now the scoreboard shows 39-20. That should be 21. Well, we'll change that to reflect. Nope, they changed it back. As Schwartz able to knock it down. So now our scoreboard does match the scoreboard here in the gym. 39-22 the score. Wayne with the lead in less than 2 minutes to go. A minute 55 on the clock. Leo goes into that 2-3 zone. They gave Wayne some trouble with the zone defense for most of the first half. Ziegler hits a three. I believe that's only the third triple of this game for the Generals. Trayvon Ziegler's on the board, and we get a foul. His first points of the game. That foul's on the Generals. It's on Ziegler, and that should be free throws for the Lions. It's Ziegler's second. Trevin Cray will go to the free throw line. His first one is good. Cray did not shoot any free throws in Leo's win against Concordia on their opening night. He goes 2 for 2 here. Back to Eldridge at the top of the key against that zone defense. Corner 3, Robert Lane, too strong. And Cole Grable comes down with the board. Cray across the timeline. He gets it back over to Lucas Miller. Knocked away and stolen away by Lane. He's got Eldridge to his left, and Eldridge has got the deuce. Robert Lane forced it. Eldridge cashed it in. I believe that's Tyree's first make from the field. I may be wrong about that. They've got him for 6 points here on the scoreboard in the gym. Down to 50 seconds. Whistles blow and foul away from the ball on the Lions. It's on Grable. Derek Heinen either is not sure about what just happened or is going to give a little teaching moment to Grable as Grable goes to the bench. That's the third team foul on Leo, and it comes with 43.7 seconds left. And now Wayne has a chance to put a whole lot of pressure on the Lions. It's a tough catch by Eldridge. He's able to pull it in. Got 30 seconds. The Generals can hold this for the last shot. There's no shot clock in Indiana high school basketball. Booker tried to bank it home, wouldn't go. Lucas Miller runs it down for the Lions, and now they can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Trevin Cray, between the legs dribble, a couple of them, and he finds Richard. Cray looking for help. Down to 6 seconds, 5 seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Richard, 1 second. Gets it off. Air ball. And we've played through 3 here at Wayne High School. It's the Generals leading by a score of 44-24 on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook. let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make enough. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce.
Well, here in the third quarter break, the Wayne Pep Band was playing the Jaws theme song, which is often heard at Florida Gators games. Of course, the Gators won the national championship in college basketball last year. That's Jazz Booker. Talking about Jaws, you just saw Jazz. Gators won the national championship in college basketball, but they just had a tough loss to Duke last night. They're 5-3. Not the kind of start the national champions want, as Sajay Richard gets fouled on his way to the basket. Jazz Booker's been in some foul trouble tonight, but just hit that three to get himself on the scoreboard. Leo hit the first three of this game, but I believe Wayne has 4 threes total, maybe 5. They've outshot the Lions from beyond the arc. As Sajay Richard gets himself on the board. That's his first point of the night. But number 2 doesn't fall. And Green just won that rebound against his own teammate. He ripped it away from Robert Lane. Green short on the 3 ball. Lane is there, and he puts it in. Robert Lane's provided a nice little boost off the bench. Richard makes a tough catch, goes into the defender and scores. He went right into Jazz Booker. Sajay Richard finally with his first make from the field. Loose ball and a takeaway. It's Schwartz. Cross-court pass. Miller. Gotta have it. He does. Gets it down to a 19-point game. Still a long way to go for the Lions if they want to come back in this one. But shots like that can only help. But right back on the other end, it's Green. After a 9-point third quarter, he's got 14 for the game. Wayne fans saying you can't guard him. That's going to be off Williams. Green looked like he could be guarded in the first half, but here in the second half, he's been a lot harder to guard. And even with this 21-point lead, Anthony Brewer wants to make sure his guys are playing good, clean basketball. 6:28 left to go. Leo has scored on their last 3 possessions, I believe. Wayne got the bucket there last time down, but Schwartz gets by Green. Now he's got to give it up, and he does. That's out of bounds. It's going to be off Booker. And Javonte Eldridge will re-enter. He'll take the place of Uriah Williams. Inbound to Miller. He fires that one over. That's Carson Cogdell. Carson Cogdell off the bench, and Sam Miller is also in for the Lions. Those are 2 guys dressing for varsity off the JV roster. Scroggum able to hit the floater, and Leo a little tougher to stop here in the fourth quarter, but down by a lot. Green got tripped. Showed in the gym that it was on number 25. That would be Sam Miller. And by the way, Carson Cogdell is the son of former Leo head coach Kerry Cogdell, former longtime head coach. They zip it inside. Left-hander is good. Javonte Eldridge. And the Generals add to their lead. Of course, Kerry Cogdell took the Lions all the way to the state championship as a head coach. Back in 2021, Lions unfortunately fell short despite a great effort. Comeback effort led by Blake Davison. Blake Davison's now at Indiana Tech, and I believe Indiana Tech's in action right now. course, the Lions also had great dominant big men in those days. As a foul is called. It's on Eldridge. Dominant big men that they had when they won that, when they went to that state championship against Silver Creek, were Zach Troyer and DJ Allen. Now this team has Cole Grable. He stands in about 6'5". Tough catch, Cogdell. No good. And LaShawn Green has the board. There he goes down the floor. He tries to fire it in to Eldridge. Booker, no good. With a hand in his face, that was close. And it's out of bounds off the Generals. Lions take over with 5:18 left. LaGrange across the timeline, met by Booker. He feeds that over to Sajay Richard. Miller, Sam Miller, guarded by Jazz Booker. Cogdell gets inside, dishes it out. Three won't go. Booker, can he save it? No. It's out off the Generals with 4:47 left to play in this game. And Trevin Cray will check back in for the Lions. Andrew Scroggin will inbound for Leo. As barring the miraculous, the Lions would fall to 1-1 when this game finishes. Feed to Richard. Richard trying to back in, goes outside. That's LaGrange. Gets it back to Richard. That's a deep three. It is short and appeared to be out off Leo, and Jeff Lytle agrees. Leo's currently on a 3-game road trip. They went on the road to play Concordia and won that game. Came on the road tonight to play Wayne, and that's not going quite as well if you're a Lions fan. Lions will go to Heritage on Friday night. Tough play there. Eldridge able to get to it. Tyree feeds Javante. Tyree boards and puts it in. Kick to the corner. 3-ball. Short. Eldridge got to it, poked it out. Here comes Eldridge. He's going for the jam, and he's got it. Javante Eldridge, the emphatic slam and a takeaway. And Green couldn't finish, but the second try goes. How about LaShawn Green sticking with it? Give him 16. And Javante Eldridge has 9 after that most recent jam. Richard trying to get by Eldridge. He does. Cray just able to get past the defense for now. Ball is tipped in the air. That was Booker. LaGrange stayed with it. That's blocked. Eldridge was there. I think Booker was too. Tyree in off the glass. And check that. That was Atkinson who helped to block it on the other end. 3-ball on the way. No good. Little desperation feel to that one. Green, the baseball pass. Eldridge looking for more. Cross court. Booker. And he ran out of real estate. He got to the ball, but then his right foot slipped onto the chalk. And now Sam Miller will check in as we've got a timeout called by Leo, it looks like. Or was it? Maybe it was Wayne that called the timeout. We'll see. Jeff Lytle will give us the signal here in a moment, I think. It was Wayne who called the timeout. They used an early timeout. They haven't had to use one since. That's only their third. And we're back after this break. Well, actually, we're not going to take a break. Not yet. We got some pretty good replays to show to you. Our replays, as always, are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Eldridge gets to the board there, and he decides to just take it himself. Even though he had Tyree on the other end, Javante just said, I'll take that one to the cup. And I just heard, I beg your pardon, that was a little too early to cut that replay. I'll show this to you again, because right after Eldridge scored that bucket, LaShawn Green got a takeaway. There's the takeaway, and here's how that finishes. Missed the first shot, but the putback was good. I did just hear Anthony Brewer say, finish the game. That's what you want your guys to do at this stage. With a 29-point lead, it looks as though that's what's going to happen. Try to get this quick replay in. As Eldridge and Atkinson get in to block that shot. Meanwhile, while you were away, LaShawn Green trying to create another turnover. Looks like he did, and it will be Wayne basketball. LaShawn Green, very active all throughout this game. He's got 16 points. And Green looking for more. He's got it. Give him 18. He had 9 points in the third quarter, 6 here in the fourth. Great second half for LaShawn Green. Back outside to LaGrange. Just finds his man. Shot fake. That was Scroggum. He's able to dish it off. Anthony Brewer about to dig into his bench here at the next stoppage. LaGrange lost it, but he was fouled. Jazz Booker going to be tagged with that one. And for Booker, that'll be his fourth. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to play in this ballgame. And it looks like Wayne is on their way to a 1-0 start. Now they'll get the New Haven Bulldogs in here next week. As LaGrange knocks down that first free throw. Uriah Williams, Cedric Robinson, and Robert Lane have all checked in. Second one does drop, and LaGrange goes 2 for 2. Leo did have some struggles from the line earlier in this ball game. Booker was thinking about it. Goes to his left, draws a crowd, missed the shot. Kept alive by Eldridge, poked away. That was Cogdell. Pull-up jumper comes up short. That was Cedric Robinson who took the shot. And back the other way comes Scroggum. Check that, that's not Scroggum. That was Caden Mathias. Lob down the floor. Can Booker get to it? He does, but he can't finish the shot. Putback won't go. And here come the Lions. Carson Cogdell trying to feed it off, and that was dribbled on the chalk by Gustafson. Wayne will get another sub in. That's Cordell Derrick. Cordell Derrick, a freshman, 6'1", listed as a forward. Got the size of a guard. As Robinson able to feed that off to Uriah Williams. Williams can hit the three, but he doesn't hit that one. It's out of bounds back to Leo. 29-point lead for the Wayne Generals. And they'll have an emphatic opening night win against the Leo Lions. LaGrange across the timeline. Dish to the corner. Contested three. Short. And Williams grabs the board. It's home sweet home the next 3 games for the Generals. As Cordell Derrick gets into the paint. Robert Lane for 3. It's good! And I do believe that's his second 3 of the night. Drive to the basket. That shot goes. That's LaGrange. Again, Wayne takes on New Haven next Wednesday. They'll get their conference opener against Snyder. That'll be right back here next Friday. Robinson lost it in the paint. Good hustle by Carson Cogdell. Leads to a run-out chance for Gustafson. .24 seconds, and the Generals will probably just run out the clock here. This is Cedric Robinson, the senior guard. Spin move, and it's poked away. Carson Cogdell to the basket. Got it. Or was that LaGrange? I thought it was Cogdell, number 22. So the Lions will get to 40 points. But that is all they're going to get tonight. The Wayne Generals, coming off 3 straight SAC championships, 2 regional titles in the last 3 years. They got a whole new starting lineup, almost a whole new starting lineup. But they start off on the right foot with a 66-40 win over the Leo Lions. Wayne starts the season at 1-0. Leo falls to 1-1. And what's next for these two teams? I've talked about it a little bit already. I'll talk about it some more. Leo goes on the road this coming Friday to take on Heritage. They'll be back home on Tuesday, December 9th, taking on the Southside Archers. Wayne has a whole week off before they take on the New Haven Bulldogs here in this gym next Wednesday. And then next Friday, they'll play their conference opener, again, right here at this gym. That's the Snyder Panthers. So it's home sweet home the next 3 games for the Wayne Generals before they finally go on the road on the 19th to take on the Carroll Chargers. And, of course, the good folks at Leo always provide us with halftime stats and postgame stats. We've got the postgame stats right here for you. We'll call this official. Wayne does win the rebounding game, 45-36. Lions rebounded it well on the offensive side with 15 boards, but Wayne won that battle, getting 19 offensive boards in the game. 14 assists for Wayne compared to 7 for the Leo Lions. Lions shoot at 2 for 20 from beyond the arc. Generals shoot at 5 for 17 from beyond the arc. LaShawn Green led the Generals in scoring with 18 points. Tyree Eldridge not too far behind with 10. Javante Eldridge with 9. Everett Atkinson with 7. Robert Lane with 8. Jazz Booker with 5. Trayvon Ziegler with 3. Uriah Williams with 4. For Leo, their leading scorer this game was Lucas Miller with 9 points. Jonah LaGrange comes up with 8. Andrew Scroggum with 6. Trevin Cray with 5. Sajay Richard with 3. Bo Schwartz with 3. And Carson Cogdell with 2. Cole Grable also with 2. Nate Gustafson also with 2. Well, it's that time of night. We're going to recognize our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, and that player is going to be LaShawn Green. LaShawn finishes the night with 18 points, 4 assists. Not seeing how many steals he had in this. Oh, there we go. He's got 3 steals in this game. And Green was instrumental in creating turnovers and getting run-out opportunities for these Generals. He is your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. The only returning senior for these Generals, LaShawn Green, leads the way in scoring, comes up big on the defensive end as well. And that's going to do it from here at Wayne High School. The Generals win it 66-40 over the Leo Lions. Again, Wayne goes to 1-0. Leo falls to 1-1. For my cameraman Gavin Wirt, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Wayne High School. You've been watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.